As many of you know, this past week we introduced a new staff position here for our church, and I wanted to just take a little bit of time, one, to talk with you about how the position came to be, what the position entails, and then to introduce Tammy Shackelford, who has been hired to fill this position of Director of Shared Ministry here at our church. I'd like to begin by saying this is not the next assistant rector or next Christian ed person in our church with just a different title. The other thing is it will not, of course, replace those as we continue to look for the person that we will hire in those two crucial positions. The other question that naturally comes up is, during this tight budget year, how on earth could the church afford a new paid position? And the answer is this. It's not. This position is completely being funded by the endowment board of our church, thanks to their research and their leap of faith to see the benefits of bringing such a position to us to help us to continue to grow together. This position came from not only their vision, but their full financial support. It's a 25-hour-a-week position, and they have guaranteed to cover it for the next 3 years, so that Tammy will have a chance to get to know our congregation and to begin to share her wisdom and her gifts with us to help us to understand our own gifts and how we can share them not only in this place, but also beyond our walls. Tammy, like all of our staff, was hired and will be evaluated and work with me as the rector, as this is our Episcopal way of doing things. And as the title suggests, Tammy will help to direct us, to direct our congregation, to increase our shared participation in ministry. She'll be working in all of our commission areas to assist us in identifying our gifts, so then we can share those gifts within these walls and beyond. She'll offer a fresh perspective as she learns the history of all of our ministries, and to give us some insight of how she has seen other churches to try different ways in which they can live into those ministries and ways that we can live into them as well. Tammy will help us to better welcome our newcomers and oldcomers each week, where she will be present at both of our church services and any time that there is a gathering as a church here in this space and when we're off campus as well. She'll assist us in helping things like our next photo directory and our pledge campaign, and to educate us on how we can best use our time, our talents, and our treasures. No, Tammy cannot walk on water, but she might be able to help us to find more ways that perhaps we can feed 5,000 people over the next couple years, or help us to discover ways that we can bring healing to those who were turned away from a hurting church somewhere in their journey, and to welcome them back with open arms. Tammy's number one duty is to be here for you. She's here to help you discern what are your spiritual gifts and how God might be calling you to go out and to minister to others. She's a relationship builder with a vast experience doing this type of work in other Episcopal churches, schools, art centers, and nonprofits in our community with impressive success. Tammy, along with the next assistant rector, will work closely with me, so the three of us will be joined at the hip so we can better serve God in this congregation. We will be like the Trinity, not the three amigos. At this time, I would like to invite Tammy to come forward as we welcome her to our church family.
It is so great to be here and to have the opportunity to meet everyone This past week was phenomenal. I could not believe that the halls were filled with 60 children here for Vacation Bible School, and all of the volunteers that I got to see putting their gifts in action and in service. And I look forward to walking this journey with all of you. I don't walk on water, and I don't have any secrets. I just know that I enjoy the journey, and I enjoy helping other people discover what God is calling them to do. And so I look forward to working with you all and finding that for each other and for the church and for our community. So please introduce yourself to me and introduce yourself to me again and again. I promise to try to remember your name, and I promise to always tell you my name so that you can remember it. But again, thank you all so much. I'm so blessed to be here and really look forward to getting to know each and every one of you.
Thank you. At this time, if we have any members of the endowment board, if you could stand so we can thank you. Do we have any folks here today? We're so grateful for the vision and the dedication that the board has been working on now for over a year to bring this position to fruition, and we look forward to wonderful ways that Tammy will help us as saints to be equipped to do even greater ministry than we're already doing. We thank you for all your support, and we hope that you will get a chance to meet Tammy, as she will be the one by the podium, meeting newcomers and old comers in all these Sundays to come together.